the fucking be. I mean, coming this summer.
Shall.
It's the fucking come this summer.
It almost looks exactly where it normally is, so it's
come
not too
this
bad.
summer.
We're back.
Action!
Kind of, sort of.
We're jumping the gun, as it were.
Welcome back from vacation,
We're
into the gun jumping.
Jumping back into jumping the gun. Welcome, jumping back to jumping the gun.
I was gonna say we would have taken a longer vacation, but James Gunn couldn't stop talking.
Cue the Harlem Globetrotters music. We got a basketball court. The movie theater just changed to a basketball court. Yeah, we got Craig Robinson, who does the TV hosting for fucking Harlem Globetrotters now for some reason, because Craig Robinson can't find a fucking job. I don't know. Anyway,
he just enjoys doing whatever.
He just likes basketball, I think.
Yeah.
we got some junk in the trunk. Let's start with some James Gunn news himself.
James Gunn news.
Yeah. So James Gunn came out and said, "Don't worry, guys. I'm not only writing Superman, but I'm also directing it." He goes, "I know you guys were concerned that I wasn't gonna direct it. Being a Superman, I'm looking at you. I know you guys were."
He's been watching our podcast.
He says some shit that it's like, you know who you are, or like.
Well, we weren't on for a few days, and he's like, "How are we gonna get him back from vacation?" Because we know this announcement was a couple days ago.
My number one spokesperson. He's like, "I gotta say, I'm directing Superman, and we also gotta, I don't know, throw Wonder Woman in Shazam."
Yeah, where do you want to start? You want to start with?
I want to start with James Gunn directing / writing Superman. If our problems weren't enough, that he was. But most of his time's going to be spent doing that, so we don't got to worry about any of the other ones.
That's worse because he's trying to spearhead all of them.
No, but he's not trying to write them. They're trying to.
I thought he was writing the Creature Commanders too, or whatever, and Batman and Beyond, or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying, like,
and Supergirl.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I scratch my statement because he's right. Yeah, James Gunn is now trying to write and direct all the movies, which they can't because then they'll all be pretty much the same movie.
The shitting on the MCU Kevin Feige, is he directing and writing and producing all of them?
No, but I would take one of those where one, like I say X-Men. If it came out and said like Kevin Feige's directing X-Men, I'd be like, fucking yeah. Because
you're right, it's weird to have a CEO characters of a company.
It's weird to have the CEO
doing all of it.
Yeah, that's like you see Bezos delivering your fucking Amazon package. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you in space? Why aren't you in space?
I picture him on the set in the director's chair. He yells action, then he like runs and puts on like Jor-El's costume, and he's like, "No, Superman," and then he like takes the thing off and he turns around, he's like, "Yes, father," and then he's like puts the thing on and he's like, you know what I mean?
It's like the fucking Thor bit where they have like the play people like reenact the last movie.
That's what I'm.
It's gonna be Superman Returns, but it's James Gunn playing all the. It's Medea or like one of those fucking Eddie Murphy movies, but it's Superman and it's just James.
The
Gunn.
nutty Superman. Yeah. Yeah.
The nutty Kryptonian.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's the thing, and there's all rumors that now Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo in the movie as the bad guy, and he's going to write him.
Is that what the rumor is?
That's what it's going to be. He's going to be the big
Lobo
bad.
as a Superman bad guy is fine in that movie, but it doesn't make sense that, like, and it's not Henry Cavill, so...
Then you're going to get Aquaman 2 at the end of this year, which will bleed over into 24. So within a year later, you're going to have the same guy
So the actor playing Aquaman, Jason Momoa, will now be playing Superman bad guy Lobo, which is a gray alien who looks like he's in Aerosmith, who drives a Ghost Rider bike that can travel through space.
So he's basically just going to look like himself on a bike, like a Harley guy. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, but gray.
They probably won't even gray
But
him.
like Drax colored, probably.
But I'm saying they probably won't even do that.
Probably. I would take some. I would probably imagine some Drax.
No, they didn't change him at all for
color.
Aquaman. They just said, "You're Aquaman."
Because he's Aquaman, though. So that like.
But Aquaman is not
because he had a bad movie.
Pounds and shredded.
He is now.
Well,
and in like Injustice and shit, Aquaman got cool in like fucking late 2000s. Yeah, like 2010.
But that's not,
Aquaman got cool.
Aquaman's more of a Vinny Chase.
It's like when
Entourage.
Nintendo did. It's like when Nintendo did the Year of Luigi. They like really souped up fucking Aquaman. Yeah, which wasn't the problem with DC. Let me tell you.
No.
Yeah, but we got make Aquaman cool again.
No, I just have a feeling they're just gonna gonna switch out his swim pants for a motorcycle Harley outfit. And now he's
for a leather jacket.
That's literally what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
because he has that I'm a motorcycle guy look
anyway. And he literally says there's like Lobo has like his catchphrase. He goes like "my man" and like "oh yeah" and stuff. He says that as Aquaman,
Okay.
by the way. He drops those onomatopoeias
This is why-
as Aquaman. He goes, "my man." Literally, I'm not kidding you. Fucking like in fucking what is it? Justice League when they're fighting Steppenwolf, the bad guy of the movie.
By the way,
he's like on like a flying saucer, and like Superman throws something at him, and he goes, "my man," and he's Aquaman.
anybody
That's
watching
not
this, by the way,
not Aquaman.
that goes,
Yeah.
oh, could you guys do it better? We could, and we would. We will.
Yeah.
We're right here. We're waiting. We'll write this.
Aquaman didn't summon whales at any point in the Aquaman movie. Namor caused at least an orca and a whale. So, point Marvel.
And I was thinking this too when they brought him in as the bad guy in the new Fast and Furious coming out. They were like, "Hey, you're playing Jason Momoa."
but
now
Jason
you're the
Momoa
bad
is
guy.
the bad guy
in
though.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like no
Yeah.
change. He's like wearing his normal clothes with his hair and saying those stupid things you said.
My man. The problem is, if he was never cast as Aquaman and he was Lobo in like say a Man of
You
Steel
wouldn't
2,
care.
it would have been
It would
awesome.
be different.
It would be awesome.
There's a million people that could have been Aquaman.
Damn, Khal Drogo's gonna fight Superman. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Space Khal Drogo. That's Lobo. Yeah, Khal Lobo. I did it.
But the whole thing goes back to not making sense. We'll transition to Shazam, which was a huge miss.
A hit and a miss. A Shazam and a miss. Yeah.
We don't have the finals because this is Monday when we're recording this. The estimates are
Finals
30
are
million.
probably, we
It's
didn't do
gonna come
box
in
office
lower.
predictions, but
'Cause
yeah,
we were
I
off
would
last
say,
week. It's going to come in lower than 30 million. That's terrible. Everybody who shit on Ant-Man.
I would say it breaks 30. By the end of, what?
Oh, I meant opening weekend.
This
The
weekend?
estimates
Like-
were 30.5, but I think
Okay,
when the
yeah.
officials come in through the Friday through Sunday, you're going to look at like 29.7.
Mm.
Because it looks better. On paper, you see 30, and you're like, well, at least it broke 30.
There's a 3 o'clock showing in town for
You're
like,
going to go try to help it.
it's
too late.
30% off. So,
I'm focused on John Wick, but that's
I'm
a
not
different
Derek.
video.
Well, I like going to the movies. And
I do
I
too,
went,
but-
yeah, so I went to go see Black Adam in IMAX. And that was like a cool fucking movie.
Yeah.
So I
Speaking
have
of-
a problem with people just like shitting on a movie to shit on it, but this one makes sense because it's like the second Shazam movie that leads into quite literally nothing.
Well,
you
they
know?
brought in, they changed it towards the end. All these things have come out with interviews with the producers. They added the Suicide Squad characters from the show.
From Peacemaker.
They
from Suicide
talked
Squad.
to Waller, and
Yep.
she's like, "I need your help with Black Adam."
Yep. Yeah, Viola Davis comes in and says, "I need you, Shazam, for the JSA, which is the team that fights Shazam or Black Adam in the
In the Black
movie,
Adam movie.
that happened in October. Yeah.
Which doesn't count anymore.
Which doesn't count anymore. Because The Rock got fired as
But they're
Black
trying
Adam.
to say, like, in one of the interviews I was reading, it's like, we had no plans at this time to make a Black Adam 2. So they're trying to cover their ass across everything. Like, oh, maybe we're going to make a Black Adam 2.
The Rock
But, like,
won't
are
make a
you,
Black
though?
Adam 2. The Rock won't come back.
If
as Black
Christian
Adam.
Bale walked away from $50 million, then The Rock will walk away from the money, too.
The Rock got his cake.
He got his what
And
he
he ate it.
wanted.
Yeah.
And
He's
that
like, I made a fucking Black Adam movie.
How do
If
you
it
put
doesn't,
Wonder
if it
Woman?
doesn't go anywhere, it's out of his hands.
Which spoilers, but Wonder Woman's in the
yeah,
movie.
with big
if you haven't
spoilers
seen
for
half the
Shazam.
cast of the fucking.
Which actually not spoilers because they released a
They did.
fucking trailer showing
But-
the exact scene.
Well, spoilers
so.
as in most of the people in the DCEU are in this movie for some reason, and it's going nowhere.
Yeah, we got Peacemaker characters, Suicide Squad characters, fucking
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's in it. All the Shazamily. I'm surprised if Henry Cavill was still around, he'd be in it. The Rock would be in it.
Well, I think there was rumors they cut him out of it.
Yeah, I
because he
bet.
was supposed to be in this too.
I bet. Yeah.
I don't
Guys.
know, you know. And now,
Guys.
so now you got 3 movies left in this version of the universe. One of them blows it all up, but that comes out
But
before
is-
the other 2
Is
movies.
Blue Beetle in this one though? But do we know
They
that?
released a poster. It's
No,
before the
no.
reset DCU multiverse, and it still has it had Shazam, Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman. Then there's the line, and then it was like the new DCU Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, Creature Commandos, Waller.
Why would you put Blue Beetle?
Superman Legacy.
Why would you put Blue Beetle before?
I would just delay the movie till 2024
Yeah.
after Aquaman 2.
Say it's after the reset.
Yeah.
And then Blue Beetle can be your fucking
Because
Spider-Man.
Here's what's gonna happen.
You dick. He's
If
the
they
Cobra
do-
Kai kid.
But if they do, they're gonna blow it up in Flash. Then Blue Beetle's gonna technically exist in Chapter 1, and they're gonna go back again to Aquaman. which is probably at the end of that movie going to blow up because they reset the universe, which will be even more confusing for people who saw Blue Beetle. And now
Ben Affleck's in it.
I can't.
Oh, we got to talk about this too. Ben Affleck. Speaking of,
He said, "I will never direct a movie with in
yeah,
this universe."
because there was rumors going around that he was going to do
rumors. James Gunn said it. We're super happy to have Ben Affleck on board, and we're looking for a project for him to direct in this thing right now. And
probably
then
the Batman movie, probably the Brave and the Bold Batman movie, and he's like, "Fucking F no." Did you see that Trainwreck Flash trailer? Did you see your DC slate? Did you fired Henry Cavill, The Rock, Gal Gadot left, fucking Ezra Miller's a train wreck. No matter what you think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, publicly a train wreck. You know what I mean?
They're pulling Ezra Miller off the press tours to only do.
He's doing
minimal
limited press,
and they're gonna let Michael Keaton carry the movie. Like I told you
like,
months
say
ago.
what you want about
it's a Batman movie.
Them. Say what you want about them. You know what I mean? Like, but he's a train wreck. He's a PR train wreck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone who's hyped for the Flash movie is hyped for a
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton Batman movie. That's all anyone's hyped for.
I would not be surprised if
I'm hyped for that.
We get like Arnold, Mr. Freeze.
It wouldn't surprise
fucking
me.
Val Kilmer.
They do like
Val Kilmer's dead, right? And
well, they do an Arkham Asylum Passover, and they
George
show
Clooney, some shit. Get all the Batman in there. Get all of them in.
Man.
Yeah, we get like Jim Carrey as Riddler or some stupid fucking thing. That's probably gonna happen.
They're gonna try to
probably
I'm telling
happen.
you, this is gonna be
God
a
damn
reject
it.
version of No Way Home.
Dang it.
Like just cram everyone we can. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
I remember.
We used to make good movies
Yeah,
in the 80s,
remember.
in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember. See, the funny thing is, Endgame did that a couple years ago now, but they didn't member berries you of like things that happened in the 80s and 90s. They member berries you their own universe. You know, they're like, they didn't show you Tobey Maguire's universe in No Way Home. Nope. They just said,
they get
let's
a couple
bring
lines.
That guy into this
How's
one.
MJ? It's complicated, but we're together.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
I fought an alien. I want to fight an alien.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Fart? Cool. Give it to me. I want it. Yeah. What? I don't give it. Okay. The only thing is, there's 2 Flash in this movie, right? Why didn't you cast...
that we know of.
Okay. There's a Dark Flash, too, by the way.
I was going to say,
and
you don't know how many they're going to...
pictures, but it's up here. It's basically all mask covered, except his, like, face and chin, and it looks like he's just screaming forever. So it looks like just a chin and a mouth. It's like when you paint the 2 dots and you cover your face and you go upside down.
Yeah.
And it looks like a little chin man.
We do that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Dark Flash. That's the bad guy in the movie.
Well, the worst part of this,
because it's not Zod. Fart, but it's probably Zod turned to a speedster.
I should just let you talk.
Turn into I'm fucking like I'm all
I can't get a word and I'm gonna get yelled at for interrupting
I'm all
you.
in. Yeah, go for it, man.
No, I agree with you.
I'm talking about how stupid Flash.
Well, no, I
is.
agree.
Yeah.
I was just gonna compare it to No Way Home, and like the MCU didn't even go to those other universes. Like they're like blowing up the DCEU by going to the old '90s universe and reintroducing those characters, and then blowing it.
They
up.
didn't even say in Multiverse of Madness that like animated universe Professor X shows up, but we're not saying that's the animated universe.
We didn't need that beat over our head.
No, I don't give a shit. Play the theme song, give him the chair. That's all you need. Is Michael Keaton in the movie or not?
Yeah.
Is it Ben Affleck or fucking
why is
Michael
Ben
Keaton?
Affleck there?
Why is he there?
And I like him.
I know, but why is he there?
If it's a Michael Keaton Batman movie, we finally get a 3rd Michael Keaton Batman movie, and that's why everybody who's 50 and older is like, this movie looks. Tom Cruise. This movie looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Because when I was 20, I remember watching Michael Keaton play Batman in 1989.
Tom Cruise doesn't give a fuck about the Flash. No way,
marketing.
man.
James Gunn slipped some millions and said, "Say this is the best movie you've ever seen," and he's like, "It's the best movie I've ever seen."
I'm gonna call the director not, and say I called the director not.
For what? Just to say you like the movie? Because he's already said he doesn't want to do comic book movies. So why would you like go over the top
Said it
and
was
tell?
the best thing ever. Yeah, the best thing he's ever seen. Love Flash. Go see Flash. He's like in theaters. This pre-order tickets at your local box office. Yeah, with Tom. Did they pay for a fucking cameo to do a Flash promo?
They paid him for this promo. I would bet anything you want that this is all promo because
Tom Cruise has nothing to do with the movie.
It's because
he's a big actor that
hot
like
right now. Again,
old people.
Zoolander, he's hot right now. He is. The Top Gun was huge. He saved the box office. Mission Impossible is coming out this summer, which I love.
Yeah.
So of course she's gonna.
No, I like Tom Cruise.
Of course
yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
come out and say that's who you
Yeah.
want. Now if James Cameron comes out again and says it, watch, you're gonna start seeing these big
That's
swingers.
that's what all the comments were. Like Tarantino's gonna come out and say
Yeah.
Flash was the greatest movie
because
of all
it's
time.
marketing, and these directors know that if they appease the studio, Warner Brothers is still huge, regardless of how bad they fall on their face. They're still one of the biggest studios. So
See,
of course
Marvel
kiss ass.
that can happen. Like Seth Rogen was like, I don't like Marvel movies. He's like, they're just not for me. And it didn't like tank their fucking stock because
No.
Seth Rogen was like, nah, you know. You don't need that.
No.
People are gonna either go see your Flash movie. This is what I texted you about Shazam. I'm like, casual movie fans will not
we
go
agreed on
see
this.
Shazam 2. DC fans don't want to see Shazam 2.
Because everything's been
if
blown
it
up.
goes nowhere.
Yeah, why would we even have this? Especially when the whole end of the movie is setting up movies that will never come to be.
Never. Yeah. This is like, on paper, Shazam 2 is a Wonder Woman Shazam team-up movie. And it's like, how did you...
With inroads
how
to
did you
Black
fuck
Adam
that
2.
up?
They're basically setting up Black Adam 2.
How did you mess that up? How do you mess that up? I'm so confused, man.
Everybody shit on The Rock in that box office run that we sat here and covered, right? Because the budget was 180 million and it only made about 400 million worldwide. The budget for Shazam 2 was 125 million, and I don't know if it gets to 200 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Where's the hate on that? You want to talk about flopping?
Yeah, because you know why?
Because nobody cares.
Well, because Black Adam was still a Rock movie. You know,
Right.
it was still a
character that,
Dwayne Johnson
unless you're
movie.
this guy,
Yeah.
you don't know who the hell Black
You don't
Adam is.
know.
And it still
Or-
made $170 million here.
Dr. Fate.
Right.
Or Atom
Who?
Smasher.
Huh?
Or Cyclone.
Glorb?
Or, Hawkman. People probably know Hawkman, maybe, right? There was, when I went to go see Black Adam on a random whatever Wednesday in IMAX at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there were people in the theater. There were people in the theater. It's a stupid popcorn movie that, hey, I need to either go fall asleep or put on something that'll waste my time. Black Adam.
But if all the
Back
comic
of the
book
box.
movies, though, if you've noticed, are being hated on since then. Not just Black Adam. Everybody wanted to hate on Wakanda Forever. Then everybody hated on Ant-Man. Now everybody is hating on Shazam. And now everyone's all like, well, we don't know how Guardians is going to be. Fart. Only Flash is going to save comic book movies. And it's like, man, you guys are stacking a lot of chips on something that's probably
problem.
not
You're
gonna be
stacking
that
Flash
good.
against the finale of the Guardians franchise.
The other thing people
Like-
don't realize, do you know how stacked this summer is with movies? And that's in June, and that's in between just
Mario,
blockbuster after
John
blockbuster
Wick 4.
after blockbuster.
We
It's-
just got Shazam. Shazam kicks it off, really. I mean,
I'm more excited for Indiana Jones 4 than The Flash.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I would be.
This trailers make me want to go see Indiana Jones. Like,
Yeah.
the
Nothing
Flash,
about the Flash trailers makes me
no.
want to go see Flash, other than like
I want to see Michael Keaton.
I have to see this train wreck. I have
Well,
to.
I want to
have
see
go
Michael Keaton
watch.
get to be Batman again.
Yeah,
because he
that'll be
killed
cool. That'll be fine.
that's
And
why
the Batmobile's in it.
80% of
so-
the people are going to see Michael Keaton. And that movie's going to have a second weekend drop like you've never seen.
Shazam doesn't have a Michael Keaton.
No.
That's the problem. They didn't. If you're gonna put Wonder Woman in it, put Wonder Woman in it, and then advertise the movie that Wonder Woman's in it. Don't just shove her into it to fucking Deus Ex Machina your characters.
Plus,
back to
and
life,
spoilers.
You know? Yeah.
Seriously, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds if you want to see the movie.
Yeah.
He dies.
Most of
Billy,
Shazam.
the kid dies.
Bill Hader.
Therefore,
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Billy
but
Batson is,
the whole, like,
is the kid's name.
if they would have cut out the end credit scene, let him die, then you actually could have a 2-movie closure deal, and he saves the world and then dies, and that's the end of Shazam. The end.
will return? Question mark.
Right, and then if it's not when your plans, you don't bring him back. But
Yeah.
no, let's bring him back before the credits completely roll and completely kill all the heart of the entire movie and give you like a psych. He's not dead.
Yeah. Oops. All berries. Yeah. All Shazams. Yeah. And to only bring in Wonder Woman for that, unless like if Wonder Woman is in like 2/3 of this movie, then I'm kind of on board. I'm all right.
She's not.
She's not, right?
Very
in,
end.
Probably in 1/3.
Like a
in the
funeral,
end.
like a funeral. He's dead, and then she takes the body and the staff and
Are you
takes her
shitting
back
me?
to her planet. And
She's
then,
not even like she's not even like in the fight
No.
or anything.
Like, shows up and-
no, guys, come on. You had to at least put her, if you're gonna put her in the movie. You know what I mean, and make it a Shazam and Wonder Woman movie. No, you can't because you got 5 Shazams.
No,
And
you don't
that's
need
the
another
movie.
Wonder
You don't
Woman.
need a Wonder Woman. You barely need a Superman because Shazam is like Black Adam, and you got 5 of them. Yeah.
Just yeah.
Right. I don't get it, man.
And I feel for the director because he's been like trying hard to like stay out in front of the movie and be positive. And
People
now
are
he's to the
tagging
point
him on,
where he's like,
Reddit.
I got paid, guys.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad for me.
We're good.
It's fine.
I got my check. Yeah. Ooh. If your director has to come out and saying like, yeah, this was in the writing. I got paid.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So say, imagine like you're finishing the editing in that movie this summer, and James Gunn comes in this fall or whatever, and you're still, they're tight, they're finishing the movie. You know how it works.
Yeah.
And you find out it's all being blown up. You would take the wind out of your sails. Like, did I just work on this thing for 2 years? You to tell me that means nothing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you ruin the movie.
You know what
surprise.
hoops I had to fucking jump through to get Wonder Woman in this thing? Like.
And I think the reason that they exposed the Wonder Woman thing because if they wouldn't have,
nobody would have gone to see it.
No, not even that. You would have seen it. You'd have walked out there and been like, it's been a ploy. They're not really blowing it up. They threw Wonder Woman in. And people would have really been confused then. And I think James Gunn's pulling like a magic trick
Henry
on
Cavill
them.
shows up in Black Adam in October.
Yeah,
Wonder
they're not really
Woman's
blowing
in
it up.
Shazam in whatever month we're in now.
And if they're going to do this,
yeah, they are, though,
then
but
why
they're
did
totally
they cut
blowing
out
up. Yeah.
the stuff in The Flash? Because there's already, The Rock was supposed to be in there, Henry Cavill and Wonder Woman, already said they cut all the cameos out.
Supergirl was supposed to be Superman.
Still closed it all up with The Flash and gave everybody resolution by letting them stay in the fucking thing before they blew it up.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
Even Batman v Superman.
You're starting in like
or Justice
the
League.
middle.
Yeah,
The middle.
You're picking the middle. You're picking the
Of a
end. You're picking
franchise.
the end. Yeah, and like you're attaching the end of one book to the beginning of another and saying that's the only way you can read it is if you buy this new book. If you buy the new book, you get the ending to the first book. But if you bought the first book, you can't get the ending to the first book. That's only in the second book. What the fuck are you talking about?
Which is actually a good transition